and we are vlogging. It is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:08 to be precise. I wanted to start off this video with a dose of reality. And the reality is that not everybody works a job or currently lives a lifestyle that is conducive to health and fitness, specifically conducive to competitive bodybuilding. For example, I work a part-time job on select nights and weekends. I happen to have a shift tonight and a shift tomorrow night. Those shifts typically run from about 6 p.m. to at least 1 a.m. and sometimes later. So on nights like tonight, I come home and, there's still things that we have to do. I prepped 5.5 ounces of shrimp and some avocado, paired that with a little bit of Old Bay and sriracha. It's actually a good meal. I enjoy eating this every night. Also realized when I got home that my vitamins were not prepared, so I spent about 20 minutes preparing all of that. It's like 15 different vitamins and minerals that all have to be organized and accounted for accordingly. Meals are already prepped for tomorrow. Clothes have been laid out. Dog sitter has been coordinated. Tomorrow morning we're trying to be on the road by about 7:45. We're gonna be picking up a friend along the way, and we're headed down to Jacksonville for a posing seminar with an IFBB pro. It should be a good day. It's just gonna be a long day. We're looking forward to it. Glad we could bring you guys along. I hope you enjoy.
Oh my God. Okay, well, good morning.
Good morning.
It is just after 7:30. We've been up for about half an hour. I had to put my face on. We had to let the dogs out. You can hear one pitter-pattering this way right now. I did my posing check-ins with my coach, which we will cut to. My posing assistant. Okay, he's leaving me. And then last night, actually this morning, at what time did you get home?
1:30.
1:30. Austin got home at 1:30 this morning. It is 7:30
It's an
now.
early night.
It's relatively early for him, but he still has to eat and get everything ready to go once he gets home. So he had a pretty late night, early morning. So we're also gonna cut to that footage right now.
Just to verify the current time. My amazing meal of avocado, shrimp, Old Bay, sriracha, and everything bagel. And these are the 1,078 vitamins that I was just telling you about.
Today we are headed down to Jacksonville for a posing seminar with our coach Steve at Flawless Physiques. The way that Steve runs his seminars are actually super cool. So when we get down there, he runs it exactly like a show day. You get your number, you get put up on stage with other people in your class, and he'll run through the poses. Like Austin is in classic physique and I am in bikini, and we'll get up there and he'll say quarter turn to the left, quarter turn to the left. You're with other people up there, and then with bikini, you face the front, face the back, and go through your individual routine. But it's really cool to actually be up on a stage with other people, because you can practice all you want in front of a mirror or in front of your phone, but it's never going to feel like it does on show day. Actually being up there with other people, being asked to move around, needing to be able to turn your body to face the judges and be a little bit more aware of how your body's actually moving. What are your thoughts? Austin's downing he has to take his vitamins one at a time.
It's funny how much you're saying right now that I said last night in my video. I like the posing sessions with Steve mostly because we're finally surrounded by people that live the same life that we do. Sometimes it feels like as competitive bodybuilders, we live in a very isolated world. No one really understands what you're going through. But this is like the one time of the month where we get to be in a house full of like 30 other competitors a lot of people who are a lot more accomplished than we are. And it's just nice to pick their brains and get to spend some time with them, because you're finally around people who just understand.
Yeah, it's definitely different. So what are you taking right now? While you have some in your mouth.
Citrus bergamot, a multivitamin, vitamin K, ASTRAGALUS, boron.
That's our favorite.
Did I say D3?
I don't know at this point.
I do cod oil,
12,000 of them.
TUDCA,
Peanut butter,
aspirin, a multivitamin, At night, I do magnesium and zinc. And then I also started taking a fiber supplement.
So just in case you guys ever want to know how expensive the sport of bodybuilding is, you just listen to all those supplements. I am also about to take my vitamins. I do not have nearly as many. I just take a multivitamin. And then I do a fat burner in the morning. And then that's what Austin's looks like. Mine is so much smaller and cute. What I take on a daily basis, I mostly take medications to help keep my EDS and my dysautonomia under control. So I have things like salt pills and then a pill to help me retain a little bit more water than the average person. And then immunity gummies because I get sick really easily because of my autoimmune conditions. And then medication so I don't break out in hives, and fish oil because my joints suck. So that's what I take every day. It's one of the easier packing lists that we've had for traveling. We have my posing shoes for the bikini class, my posing suit, Austin's posing suit, trunks, what do you call them?
Trunks.
Posing trunks, and my laptop so I can work on stuff while we're there. And just in case you needed your daily dose of dog, we have a Bubba. And we have an icy. I'm just gonna go over the stuff that we're actually packing for our meals really quick, because when you travel as a bodybuilder, especially a bodybuilder on prep, it's hard because you have to prep and pack all of your meals so you can make sure that you're hitting your nutrition goals for the day or what's been prescribed by your coach. So Austin's taking 1 beef, 1 chicken meal with broccoli. He is lower carb today than I am. Today is a high day for me. So for my protein sources, I'm packing, I have just a small container of beef, and then I have protein in the car for a protein shake on the way down there. And then on my high days, I eat a lot of rice cakes, and I also pack some myconites. And then on Saturday nights, I also get a cheat meal. So Saturdays are my favorite day of the week. And then Austin starting the day with a cold brew. I am going to make an espresso here really quick. And then for later in the day when I need to pick me up, I have one of my G Fuels. And then Austin does get fats for today. I have no added fats, and so then he is doing pecans today for that.
If you want to know the secret to getting big, it's right here.
You don't want to know the secret to getting big.
Chicken, orange juice, spinach, and just a sprinkle of Trin, D-Ball, and Master Run.
Okay, we've got everything loaded up, ready to go. Regular backpack, 6-pack bags to keep our food cold. I spilled water on myself already this morning, so it's a pretty good morning already. And the Nespresso's going.
Saw, dude.
We are headed to pick up our friend Dawson, who's headed down to Jacksonville with us. Dawson also competes in classic physique like Austin.
Dude is a Neanderthal.
Yeah, so can't wait for you guys to meet him. I'm gonna climb in the back because rock, paper, scissors, I'm the shortest.
Gotta get my shoes. Woke up at 7:50.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. 7 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay asleep. I'm gonna stay in the bed for the night. I mean, for the morning.
Okay, so Dawson, you started prep yesterday or today?
Well, officially today. So, but only thing we're doing is I've had like 2 cheat meals a week.
Okay.
Lately, and he said just to take out the cheat meals because he's on vacation. So until he gets back and he can like write everything up, I just can't have cheat meals. But I think I'm still at the same calories. I'm just gonna still eat like everything I'm eating, but just not have the cheat meals.
That's exciting. Do you know how long your prep's gonna be?
It looks like it's like 20 weeks.
Okay.
Because April 1st to whenever the September show is, or October, so like 20-24 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Depending on like if it's early September or late September.
Okay. It'll be the Savannah one?
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
not the Savannah one, then it'll be somewhere I can drive. So like
Yeah.
Charlotte, or I think there's one in Charleston,
Florida.
Florida, Jacksonville.
Dawson might look like he's 35, but he's actually a natural 17-year-old athlete.
Yeah.
Quite the phenom.
We love hanging out with people that are 13 years younger than some of us.
My hamstrings are so sore from yesterday. So I'm not flexing my hamstrings one bit. If I cramp on that stage, I'm dead.
Yeah, I specifically trained legs earlier this week.
I train legs tonight after posing.
Yeah, I'm taking off today. I'm gonna go tomorrow after church or something.
So we're stopping for the 12th time so Dawson can pee.
Yeah.
Got 41 minutes left in the drive.
Not the smallest bladder in the world.
Currently helping the guy out in pursuing a girl on the interwebs. Had great success so far.
Greg, she replied 4 times in a row.
So far. She's a gym girl. I've heard they're hard to bag.
Yeah.
It's essentially me talking using his thumbs.
Yeah.
But everything's working out.
I'm not good over the phone. I'm good in person. So I gotta have some tips and tricks in order.
Oh, she's gonna get the tips and tricks for sure.
Oh, dear God. And who's better to give advice than this guy?
Let's go! I'm hyped, bro. I'm about to pose down for life. I'm about to have the best pose down.
Go to the bathroom. It's really funny that I had seen her Instagram profile like a year before I ever met her, or even thought I would live next to her. And then, cut to a year later, I move in, I see her, and I'm like, I didn't even remotely consider pursuing her because I was almost intimidated, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, exactly. Did you feel intimidated because, 1, attractive, 2, she has a big following?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gives that like persona from a woman's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm totally wrong for this, but I had assumptions, I had stereotypes associated with attractive girls with big followings.
Yeah.
I just thought there's no way that you can have a huge following and post pictures of yourself on the internet in bikinis and be a normal person.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Clearly I was wrong. I mean, she's not a normal person, but
Yeah.
normal enough. But yeah, dating Kayla never remotely crossed my mind. The only time I ever saw you walking around was when you were walking your dogs.
Yeah, my crazy dogs.
A sports bra and whatnot around the apartment complex. I was like, this girl is jacked and tatted and scary looking.
Dude, there's something about a tattoo.
I was like,
bro.
I literally never dated a girl with tattoos before.
Bro, a girl with like some tattoos on her. Oh.
All right, we are just pulling up to Steve's and we're about to get out and start posing. Austin and Dawson are gonna go first and I'm going to record. They're both in the classic physique category and then they will film me posing in the bikini category.
Steve, do you want me up here? No, we're doing MP, so we got to focus on that.
You good with it?
Center?
No, you're good. You got it.
Start video and you.
All Gentlemen, court turn, please. Good T. Your legs looking better. I like it. Good, Austin. Good. Nice, nice, guys. Court turn. Step up. There you go.
Rise up, don't turn it back.
So we just finished posing. Pretty fun session. It's always a lot harder than it looks. So we got a quick meal in afterwards. I had 6 ounces of chicken, a big serving of broccoli, and a handful of walnuts. What'd you have?
2 bagels. Yeah.
So you had only carbs and nothing else. I had no carbs and everything else.
I drank a protein shake on the way. Well, no, and then I had an apple as well. Apple, 2 bagels with jam on top, and a protein shake.
It's a good combo.
Yeah.
So because, like I mentioned this morning, I worked last night and I worked tonight, I will not have time for normal structured cardio. Normally I would do 60 minutes of Stairmaster. Reached out to my coach and I was like, look, man, there's just not enough hours in the day. It's not an excuse. It's just physically not possible today. Thankfully, I have a very understanding coach and he was like, look, man, it happens. So in the meantime, what I want you to do is at least get your steps in. So now we have a goal of 17,500 steps, which is a lot. It's like 8 miles of walking, but honestly, between my job and just walking around in this neighborhood, I think we can get those steps in. It's just nice to have a coach that like understands that it's not always possible, and there are alternatives to burning calories. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Get your heart rate up, get those steps in, and that's what we're doing.
Yep, I'm doing 10,000, so not 17.
I don't think I've ever done 17.5, at least not on this prep.
I don't think I've ever done 17.5 in my life.
It's gonna take a while. Got some coffee though.
So you see 5 girls up here. Ladies, 180 face the back wall, please. Say there's 20 girls in their class on a national stage. You're gonna have 4 groups of 5. Good.
All right, we are headed back to Savannah. We have a car full of sleepy bodybuilders. Thank you guys for watching.
Okay, just kidding. That was not actually the end of the video. It is now Sunday at 3:19 in the morning. Since we started this episode or video with a dose of reality, we figured we could close things out with another dose of reality. Like I said last time, not everybody's lifestyle is conducive to competitive bodybuilding. Essentially, on Friday, I think I woke up around 8 a.m. That day, I trained arms. I did 60 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster, and then I rolled straight into my part-time job, which involves a lot of manual labor. I pretty much worked from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. that day, came home, showed you my shrimp and avocado and vitamins, did what needed to be done. I got 4 hours of super crappy sleep, got up, hit the road, drove 2.5 hours down to Jacksonville, did the posing seminar, got my steps in, came back home, rolled right back into another shift. That shift went from 6 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. It is what it is. Look, man, I'm not an IFBB pro. I'm not a pro athlete by any means. I really don't deserve to stand here on a soapbox and preach fitness and motivation and discipline and all that jazz. But if you love something, you want to do something, you'll figure out a way to make it happen. Would I recommend my choices in the last 48 hours to anyone who actually has goals of pursuing some sort of athletic dream? Absolutely not. You need to go to sleep. But the reality is that I didn't have that luxury. Sometimes you don't. At the end of the day, I didn't miss a workout. I didn't miss any cardio. I didn't not get my steps in. I didn't miss a meal. And I didn't miss work. And we're back with the shrimp and avocado. Man, I need to go to bed. I'm walking around with one shoe on right now. Where's my other shoe? Where's my shoe?